Welcome in, friends. So, let me ask you a question. Are you familiar with the word collagen? Okay, if you have ears and you've been on this earth for at least 5 years, you know it's a buzzword. Today, my friends Sarah and I are holding space to dive deeper into MetaPWR Advantage, which is way more than just support for your hair, skin, and nails. So, stay tuned. You're listening to the Essential Oils Scoop podcast. We're here to help you confidently using essential oils in your daily life. No fluff, just real talk and practical tips. Each episode brings you education, inspiration, and of course, our scoop of the day. Let's elevate your wellness one drop at a time. Friends, yes, we are talking about collagen, but again, it is way more than hair, skin, and nails. And to be honest with you, I'm still learning a lot about how amazing the MetaPWR Advantage is when we incorporate it into our wellness on a consistent basis. There's a lot of information here, so we're going to make it as digestible as possible, but we're actually going to link something down below for you to print out, read on your own time, and you can always come back to this episode when you want to relearn what MetaPWR Advantage can do for you.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of I think we collagen has become a buzzword. Probably I want to say in the last maybe 4 or 5-ish years, maybe for sure in the last 3 years, it's been way bigger, and I've seen way more products in the store because like collagen used to be kind of like right, we think of Botox. Like if I'm going to be really honest, when people think of collagen, they think of Botox, right? They think of collagen injections in their face. Like that's what people when before it became like a really big buzzword, this is all
Mhm.
we ever thought of collagen was is Botox, okay? And then there was some education, little bits of education that companies have done, and then they were like, "Oh, there's more than just Botox for collagen and elasticity in the skin and all that stuff." Like, oh, and then over probably the last 4-ish years, 3-ish, 4-ish, 5-ish years, it's been more like, oh, collagen does so much more than just gets rid of wrinkles and brings back elasticity in your face, right? Like, we've gotten to this point where we found out, hey, actually, collagen is super important to us, but not just any old collagen, like lots of
No.
different types of collagen.
Correct. Correct. I love that. So I'm on the FAQ, or not the FAQ, the pipes. Okay, anyways, if you don't know that, that's fine. You don't need to know that. But I'm reading a document and I love how it states doTERRA MetaPWR Advantage was developed um, by researchers to support healthy metabolism, keep you mentally energized, and promote healthy weight and body composition. Combined with a healthy lifestyle and choices, taking MetaPWR Advantage once a day can help fortify your metabolic health.
Mhm.
Yes, it is absolutely here for way more than what the assumed the assumed support of collagen is. And one of the beauties that makes us different in the market of collagen is that we're sourcing the best, period, and incorporating NMN. Okay, and we'll get into that in a moment. But the clean ingredients that you receive within each packet of collagen, I'm like shaking my hand like I have one in my hand. Sarah does. Sarah has one in her hand. Each packet, the value, if we put a dollar amount, right? Because that's the exchange that we use in this world is money for something. In order to get all of the ingredients within the MetaPWR Advantage, you would be paying over $300 a month for those powerful ingredients alone, when the MetaPWR Advantage for a month's supply is less than $90.
Mhm.
Do the
Yeah,
math just there. Like even that exchange, it is a no-brainer when you're wanting to incorporate collagen into your wellness.
you get a box and it gets sent directly to your doorstep. You don't even have to run to the store to go buy it. And it's
Mhm.
there and then the sachets are just like super convenient. Like you're just putting this. I I'm not like a big okay. Fun fact about Sarah, Sarah doesn't drink a lot of ice in her water or anything. I'm a room temperature water person because that's how it absorbs into your body better. Um But I love this in ice cold water. So I have ice, I put this in ice cold water and then I actually drop it a couple of drops into it because that for me is the most palatable way of taking it. Because some people really do not like the flavor. I like the flavor with MetaPWR oil. That's the only way I take it. Or wild orange. Those are the
Okay,
only
I was
two.
gonna say I'm the or. I'm wild orange. I love putting because again, it's flavor is important to all of us if we're being honest with ourselves, right? So, am I taking it because it tastes like fruity pebbles? No. I'm taking it because it's beneficial for my body. And if I have a qualm with the taste ever so slightly, y'all, we have oils for that. We have
Mhm.
oils to incorporate, and I am the latter. I love adding wild orange into my MetaPWR Advantage.
Yeah.
Can't
And
bar
then
none.
we do have it's up there. It's up in my shelf. Um, but we do have a cherry palm one as well. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind the cherry palm one as long as I put lime in it. So
Mm.
I like the cherry palm with lime. I don't like cherry by itself. I'm not a cherry drink fan at all, but I
Mm-hmm.
do like
Same.
lime with it. And for me, that is the way I get through that. Again, I don't take this. I'm like Vicky, I'm not taking this just because like it tastes so delicious and I can't wait to like get the next one. However, I've noticed, especially in the last month, I've been a lot better about taking it. I'm an on and off person with this. So I am learning to be more consistent. And I'll tell you why. See this right here? I mean, you can't see this if you're listening to the podcast, you can't see this. But my neck, okay? I've lost some weight. I've lost about 50, almost 52 pounds now. And so right here you get the turkey gobbler, right? You get the little turkey gobbler. Well, if you I don't know, can you maybe you can't
I
tell.
don't, not really. You can't tell through
I'm
camera.
losing it. I'm losing my turkey gobble. Like
That's awesome.
And so there's a couple things that I've been doing and I've been purposely trying. One, I use my handy dandy little
Dry brush.
lymph brush for my neck. So like I have it right here on my desk. I use this all the time. And so I'm constantly like you'll see me. No, you won't see me because I hardly ever do this on camera. But you Vicky has seen me.
Yeah,
Like
I have. I
we're
get the
just talking.
luxury of seeing it.
We're just talking. Vicky sees me using this on a regular on a fairly, sometimes I just pick it up and I just start using it and then I forget that I've actually just done it. So I will use that and I use the Advantage has been the best product. And like I said, you can't really see the turkey gobble. I mean, if you'd see me a week ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I really had it more pronounced, I think. Did you notice, Vicky, like a couple weeks ago when I was
I mean, possibly, possibly. But now I'm just going to watch your neck every time. And in 2 weeks, I will tell you. Y'all come back,
and my
ask
skin
us, and I'll
is
tell you.
pretty, I mean, my skin has got that, I don't think I've got appearance changer or any, um,
Filters.
nah, I don't think I've got anything on. Except for I do have a blur because I don't need you to see my craziness as I'm still organizing. But MNN, when you were talking about that, okay, I'm going to butcher this word, the nicotinamide. How do you say it? Nicotinamide,
Sure.
mononucleotide, something like that. That's what MNN
Mononucleotide.
stands for.
Uh-huh.
It's the basic structure of your RNA. Okay, so if
Hmm.
you know if your what your RNA is, part of your DNA, your RNA, um, that is the essential molecule that you need, um, that helps with NAD plus, which is
Hmm.
another amazing component of our advantage.
Yeah. I want to read a couple primary benefits of this because it, again, we don't want to overcomplicate something that doesn't need to be overcomplicated. The fact remains is that it is more than hair, skin, and nails. And so some of the primary benefits that you can receive when using this on a consistent basis with healthy lifestyle choices. Again, for the people in the back, this is not an excuse for you to go to McDonald's every day. I love you enough to be honest. If you're feeding your body shit, excuse my language, and then you're feeding it nutrition, You're giving it mixed signals here. Okay. So some primary benefits can include sustained vigorous metabolic activity to promote youthful function of cells and organ systems. The older we get, the more youthful you do want your organ systems to function, right? Contains 9 types of collagen tripeptides that clinically researched has shown to boost skin appearance by promoting skin density, increasing firmness, decreasing wrinkles, and improving hydration. Sarah was just explaining that to you with her neck. She's seeing that happen. It includes vitamin C, which promotes collagen biosynthesis. It contains ingredients that promote a healthy circulatory system, a nervous system, and mitochondria. Yes, absolutely. Supports the function of healthy bones. The formula, including the NADH plus and additional ingredients that help maintain healthy mental function. Y'all, sign me up for anything that's going to increase my mental capacity. 100%. Like for that alone, yes, I'm a solid yes, just that alone. And then physical function and performance. The Because it contains the NMN and resveratrol, which preclinical research has shown to increase amounts of NAD plus and NADH. Wow, say that 5 times fast in the body. This doesn't have any GMOs. It doesn't have dairy. It doesn't have soy. It doesn't have gluten. There's no preservative junk in it and no artificial sweeteners. This is derived from beautiful sources and extracted in a way that our body understands it, reads it, and utilizes it. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now.
Well, I think it's really important to note that and I'm going to read this straight from um, this ebook. In addition to being powered by our collagen is hydrolyzed, meaning it cuts into specific tripeptide fragments and it's 12 times more absorbable than the other collagen on the market.
12 times, people.
12 times more absorbable. Is that a word? I
It
don't
is
know. I'm going to
today.
say it
It
is.
is today.
Um, than other forms of collagen. So this makes it so our body, it's bioavailable to our body. This is very important. This is like
Bioavailability, people.
key component is so it can be broken down and used by your body. If you're taking something else, some other collagen, it might give you some of the benefits, but it's not going to give you all the benefits because your body can't break it down far enough to use it. So this is 12 times more usable than any of the other collagens out in the market, which makes it so amazing. And then it also does have um not that Vicky talked about the 9 types of collagen. And like you're probably like, so what does that mean? That means that most of your collagens on the market have one type.
Mm-hmm. Or a
Nine.
synthetic derivative of.
hmm So I could sit here and tell you that we have like what the different types of collagen are. Okay, I can. Because we have type 1, which has to do with skin. We have type 2, which has to do with bone protein and bone protection and cartilage. And then we have type 4, is a main type of protein basement membrane connecting the dermis to the epidermis. Okay. Then when you've got collagen type 5, and that's related to the arrangement of the collagen fibers. And then when you like, I can go on and on and on of why each of the different strains of collagen are important. Okay. But
Mhm.
we also have um like I want to like different organisms have different types of collagen, right? Like I'm sure you've heard of like bovine collagen and like bone broth, collagen from bone broth, and you've heard of all these different types of collagen. So when you have like 9 different types of collagen all into one product, you're getting the benefits of having all the different types without having to take a million different things.
Correct. Friends, I was just at the grocery store, like Majority of adults do go to the grocery store. And they had bone broth, bone collagen, right? They had collagen stuff. It was no more than 2 cups. It was almost $10 on sale for the collagen broth. It was unreal. I'm like, okay, yes, sure. I'm not going to say no to it. However, the collagen, our collagen, is sourced from sustainably harvested cold water marine fish in Italy with all those different kinds of collagen. Like the peptide types, there's over 5 peptide types there. What Sarah is saying is important, and I hope it landed for you. In our society, and Sarah, I would love your opinion on this. In our society, we are bombarded with all these health products, with all of these products claiming they can do X, Y, Z for us. Yet, and this is a big yet, majority of those companies and products do not give us the proof, the scientific, validated proof that that product actually does what it says it does on the label.
Mhm.
Am I right or am I right? Like,
Because we put in, and have you noticed, like, okay, buzzwords? I know I've gotten onto a soapbox about buzzwords in the past, about different things that become like this buzzword. And like, have you noticed right now protein's a big buzzword? Protein's in everything. I saw protein
yes,
chips the other day. I was like,
yes.
how do you have potato chips that are protein chips? Like, come on. Like, give anyway. So as we get into like this whole thing about like buzzwords, and like I can remember back in the 90s and late 80s where like fat free was the thing, the big thing, right? Everything was fat free, right? Do you remember the Snackwell cookies? They were fat free. So everybody ate freaking a million of those smushy cookies, like because it was fat free. And
Mhm.
fruit snacks were fat free, and like all these things were fat free. So we went into this whole thing of like fat free, and we couldn't eat butter. We had to eat margarine, like all of these
Yeah.
things. Everything becomes a fad and then fades out, right? Because you just put the ending on that fad, and it becomes the end of the product. Okay, let's be honest. So they fade out. And we're talking about, but what does your body actually need that needs to stay in, and not just because it's a fad or a buzzword or something that you're just hearing about for the first time, right? Like you
Mhm.
can hear all these things about peptides and da 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 and this and that, and like certain peptides are bad, certain just ones are good, and like you hear these things, but really what it comes down to is what your body needs, what it produces, what it's lacking, and what it needs more of, right? And so
Mhm.
what happens is after age 25, our body starts slowing our collagen production down. So this is the elasticity that's in our skin, in our muscles, in everything that we need. Ladies, your vaginal walls will start to thin, and they start to like lose their elasticity. Collagen is going to help you in your sexual health. Like it's not just about having a pretty face or having a turkey gobbler gizzard gone, right? Like it is about so much more. Also, fun fact, you need collagen that helps to support like your joints, and it helps to like lubricate those joints again so you're not having
Mhm.
issues. Like
Yeah.
there's so
Strengthens your
much
blood
more.
vessels, people.
There's so much more to this than just a
Yeah.
pretty face. Okay. So, like, if you're like, oh, I don't really need to take collagen, I don't care. I'm going to grow old gracefully. I don't care about my fine lines and my wrinkles. I'm not talking about wrinkles. I'm not even talking about my saggy, baggy skin, right? Like, I'm talking about inside your body. What do you need? Like, I don't know. Is your sexual health important to you? It is to me.
Hmm.
Are your knees and joints happy and healthy? If they're not, that's important. You kind of need to like have joints to like, stand up and walk and move. Like if you don't care about how your health is or being able to be mobile in your as you age, then sure, sit around, don't take it. Don't care.
Well, I would assume my big assumption on that is those people are not listening to our podcast. That's not who we're here to serve. We're here to serve those people that are willing to learn and willing to understand that there's always room for improvement. And doTERRA is a really beautiful tool to help their body do the healing. And this MetaPWR Advantage conversation is is one that needs to be had. And I'm really glad we're having it now because if you were like me, I was completely ignorant and unaware about what the hell collagen is or what it can be. And going back to the fact that we live in a society that we are bombarded every single day with ads of health products, especially if you are working doTERRA as a business, especially if you are in the world of health and wellness, your ads are constantly showing you the newest fad, the newest thing. We need to wake up, people. I'm not going to be here saying that doTERRA is the end all be all, but I'm here to tell you that this product is no joke. This product is proven, backed by science. So if you're investing in your health, you get to make a choice of incorporating this or not. That's on you. Do the research. The research is there. And I'm so happy we're highlighting it because there's so much here that it took me a while to really understand the fact that it was way beyond hair, skin, and nails. Way
Yeah,
beyond.
it is. It's gluten free, it's dairy free, so you don't have to. It's keto friendly. So I wanted
Hmm.
to clarify that for some of our sensitive people. So I want you to know
Yes.
that it doesn't have any artificial sweeteners. It doesn't have any carrageen.
Does it break a
Like
fast? Because I've heard both. And consumers, viewers of this, whether you're on YouTube right now watching this or you're listening to it in your favorite podcasting stream, I want to know if you know for a fact if it breaks a fast or not, because I've heard it come I've heard it both ways from very reputable people. So I'm conflicted. I don't take my word on it, but I am asking our listeners or Sarah if you've
yeah.
heard if it breaks
So
a fast.
I've heard it doesn't, but
Okay.
I like. But I guess it just depends on how what you I think what your fast looks like for you as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
what does that look like for you?
Yeah.
Um, if you're doing that as like if you're doing like you know, a 10-hour fast or a 9-hour fast, I mean, obviously, I probably personally, if I was doing like I wouldn't take it if I was doing blood work, right? If I was doing like
Mm-hmm.
fasting blood work, I probably wouldn't do that. If I was
Mm-hmm.
doing like a fasting thing for like metabolic health or doing a reset or something like that, or you're
Correct.
doing
Yes.
that type of thing, I would not hesitate to take it if you're used to taking it at a certain time. But again,
Mm-hmm. That's
that's
you.
personal. That's my personal
Mm-hmm.
thing. If you're super concerned about it, don't take it until you're ready to take your next meal, I guess. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like that's my hot take on that. Like if you're that concerned, then don't mess with it. But I mean, if it's like again, if we're talking like blood work and you need your blood work to show a certain thing, like to be fasting, I would not take it. Um, Now, if you have if you have shellfish allergies, you still can take this. I know we talked about it being marine collagen. We talked about marine things. This is a fish, not shellfish. Okay, so like if you have those types of allergies, right? Like you can't have lobster, crab, whatever, right? This is not the same as
Yeah.
this is fish. So if you are okay having fish, you're okay with this.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you are
glad you
not
pointed
okay,
that out. That's really important. And again, but if you have a shellfish allergy, you know, and you always double check, triple check in knowing what the ingredients are. So again, we don't diagnose, treat here. We're just sharing some
right?
amazing facts and some ways that this can benefit you. So I'm a big proponent in continuing my education and learning all of the tools that are already available to us and MetaPWR Advantage for those that like to consume collagen. This is a beautiful way to incorporate it into your wellness at such a low ticket price, in my opinion, for everything that you receive. Again, it's you would be paying over $300 in the States to accumulate all of the powerful ingredients at its level of, and when I say at its level, like top tier, there's no tier higher than top tier ingredients that would give you the same benefits that the MetaPWR Advantage at less than $90 a month could give you. So if that's something that you're interested in, connect with someone, that person that invited you into doTERRA. If you do not have a representative, if you don't have an advocate, connect with Sarah or I. We would love to support you. We're here for you. I want to get into my scoop of the day. Sarah, is there anything else that you wanted to highlight? Because there's a lot here.
Um,
Uh,
this is not something I would probably, I mean, it's not bad for kids, but kids don't need it. So there's a difference, right? Like something
mm,
you're like, oh my, that children don't generally need this. They're producing plenty of collagen. They're fine. They're producing their NAD at this point in their lives. They're producing everything. They don't necessarily need it. Now, if you are like me and had kids hanging all over you and was like, hey, can I try your drink? Can I have a sip? Right? Go ahead. It's fine. It's not going to harm them. They just
yeah.
don't need it. So it's not like when you're like planning out your family's health and wellness, sure, give your kids VMG, but your kids don't necessarily need this. So I just wanted to give that as like a caveat of like, you don't have to worry. It's not like it's bad for them. It's just they don't
Mm,
need it. So it's not something you have to put into your budget of like, well, I've got four kids, so I need four boxes. They don't need it. Okay. Not even my 20 something year olds usually take this. Okay.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they don't really need it yet. I mean, why they might be on the cusp of needing it. If they're going to take it, well, I have one child who's going to take it, but she's going to take it for other reasons, not for the she's taking it for her metabolic health reasons and
Hmm.
PMOS, right? I got that right.
Uh-huh.
So she takes
Yes.
that for PMOS and she's as she's experiencing that because this helps with that as well. It's
Yes.
just not that she doesn't necessarily need the collagen part of this, but she needs the other benefits of the NMN. So I just wanted to clarify. I think I just wanted to take a second to clarify that of like, if your kid drinks it, great. You don't need to put that into your budget of what my child needs. Just wanted
Yes.
to.
And so I'm glad you mentioned that. I have PMOS. And again, I didn't realize how beneficial doTERRA's MetaPWR Advantage would be for my metabolic needs, my hormonal needs. And it is. It is. And I would be considered a heavy user. I would be using 2 packets a day. Again, read the label, you do you. I've also realized that there's a lot of parents that have high school to college age children. And yes, I'm going to call college kids children. Um, if they are in sports, if they are an athlete, then I've also known those parents to encourage them to take it on a consistent basis, whatever consistency looks for them, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever, but helping them with their recovery, helping them with their performance, because there's a lot of benefits. Sarah's shaking her head like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
Mhm.
Again, I agree with what Sarah said with the addition of high school athletes and college athletes could see beautiful benefits in incorporating this on their consistent schedule.
Yeah.
So,
But really, for kids, just focus on being a cleaner diet right now.
yes.
Like
Oh my
the best
gosh.
thing,
Hydration, clean eating,
clean
remove
eating
the
is the best
junk.
thing you can do for your kids. And I'm so grateful that we're starting to like take away food dyes and some of the things that like I had to avoid with one of my children, red food dye for years and years and years. And now I'm so grateful because we're finally waking up to red food dye is not good for kids. And I was like, oh, I could have told you that way back, way back 20 years ago that this was bad. So
Have you
I'm so
noticed,
grateful.
Sarah? Have you noticed that it's actually becoming cool to eat healthier? Air quotes, guys, okay? Air quote like, but but it is. I've noticed it trending that way. Of it's those our younger generation, which is the future of our of this world, are making healthier decisions because it is the cooler thing to do. Sign me up.
Mhm. Yeah,
Absolutely. I love
yeah,
it. And their food options are becoming uh more
better.
accessible,
Hmm.
better.
In
Yeah,
some
I'm
cases.
excited.
I mean, in other cases, things that are still super processed. And then we have labels now that fool us. So
Oh
important
yeah.
to read. And P.S. This might put me on another tangent, but you're in the US, labels only have to be 85% correct. So please, please, please use your best intuition when you're shopping for your groceries, and don't always rely on on what the label says. I mean, rely on it for certain things, because they cannot, absolutely cannot lie about allergen type things that are in it, because
Hmm.
that's illegal. But they can, if it says 210 calories, it could be more like 230, 240. Okay. So just,
That's
and it says
shocking.
3 grams of protein. That could be 2.6. Okay. Like, just know that the accuracy doesn't have,
Ballpark.
yeah. Be very, very aware, hyper aware sometimes of what you are putting into your body, because it's only going to bite you later in the butt. Literally, later, it will bite you in the butt. So just help your kids make healthy choices now, and provide them with the best defense out there, and get them into starting into healthier foods, eating healthier snacks. Just provide that for them, and they will continue to choose that as they get into adulthood.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen it done. And friends, my scoop of the day is to just gently remind you that it's not too late. It is absolutely not too late to change. It is not too late to learn something new, like this conversation here today, and then take action on it. So I want you to re-listen to this if this was something that sparked some interest. Re-listen to this episode and take a small action to move yourself in that direction of wellness. I believe in you, I trust in you, and I'm so happy you're here.
So my scoop is going to be, I'm actually just going to put a link for 2 different ebooks. One is from doTERRA, one is not from, it is from doTERRA. So one was produced by doTERRA, one was not produced by doTERRA, but they are from doTERRA, about how and when to use the whole MetaPWR system. So Advantage is just one little component of the whole MetaPWR system as a whole. But Vicky and I, just because I've had so much, like I said, I've been an on and off user, and now I've been a lot more consistent in the last few weeks. And then I'm seeing the noticeable changes. And I will say I'm in my mid 40s, which everything starts to fall apart in your body. So if that is you, if you are in your, early to mid 40s to late 40s to 50s, and you're starting to find like things are just not working the way they used to, I'm going to ask you and invite you to start trying to take some of these things. The MetaPWR whole system is so unbelievably good and curated to help your metabolic system. So please enjoy these free gifts from us. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode and are feeling inspired to dive in even deeper into the world of essential oils. Want exclusive offers, content, and recipes? Click on the newsletter link in the show notes today. Looking for even more wellness inspiration? Dive into our previous episodes and stay in the loop by following us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at the Essential Oil Scoop Podcast. Thanks for being a part of our essential oil family. And remember, hit the subscribe button to be notified every time we upload a brand new episode.